inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Ford Field. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Bears' 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's another Lions.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
On second down, Goff. This one caught at the 4. Trying to finish this opening drive from the 3, third and goal. Here's Goff. And this ball incomplete. on third down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down.
To the goal line is in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Bears nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball on the 27, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
To throw is Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We are through one. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Black 20.
Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Goff to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
Good for a Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Black 20.
They run with the former Bear, David Montgomery. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the 5.
Now Goff. And he'll take it on in. Right. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
14. Bears nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive.
It's
a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. DJ Reader getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down, and barring something dramatic happening here, that might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And when gives up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they're going to have a first down and are well into field goal range now at the 16. The Lions called their first time out. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Bears offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that play.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. Here now, 3rd
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Bears.
Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Chicago.
Throw it again. It's Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And they'll take this down inside 35. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
35-yard line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. I'm up.
A gain of 9 brings up third.
They'll run. It's Swift. There goes Swift. First down and more. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
First and goal.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going.
Get him!
Goff to throw on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go again with Swift. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd and inches. He'll try to run with Swift, and he will take this one across into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Lions 21, Bears 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Cut. 180. Cut.
On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd down, they need 5.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time. You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And they'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up 1st and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go. 120.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
The 20-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down
2nd down,
at the
8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
One more time for Montgomery. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. The Lions call their first timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Goal to go.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver.
Leads to 2nd
And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Now Montgomery. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions are able to extend the lead.
Bears 10.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Duvernay on the return. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.